Wow, I am still just in so much shock. I am still just in so much shock and so much gratitude that I've been able to build a community of over 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube within 100 days. YouTube has honestly been my biggest dream, but also my biggest fear for over 10 years since I was a teenager. And finally, I just feel so much freedom. I just feel so abundant, happy. I feel so self-expressed. I'm finally able to just be myself on this dream platform of mine. And I really tapped into this feeling even after posting my first YouTube video when I had just like 5 subscribers. It was just such a big win for me to just show up and post my first video, let alone now being able to hit over 10K subs. That is just such a big fat cherry on top. It's opened up so many opportunities for me. I cannot wait to share with you in future videos. But in today's video, I want to share with you how you can start and how you can grow your YouTube channel. So my first tip is to share your YouTube, your first few videos with your friends and social circles. I'm talking your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever platform you have. Before you grow, hear me out. These people are going to be your first viewers and subscribers who genuinely want to click onto your video to see what you're up to. I did this myself, and my first video got over 1,000 views within the first few days, and that is also going to help the algorithm with pushing your content out there. And before you say,
but Nicole, I don't want people around me to know that I have a YouTube channel until I become successful, famous, and untouchable.
Yeah, I know how that feels. It really takes a lot of humility and courage to start something completely from scratch and have everyone around you be watching you. Not a lot of people are able to do this, but it is such a confident, sexy, attractive energy. It's like you just know you're great, your content is great, and you just know that it will all work out. And let me tell you something, at the end of the day, people really don't care. They only really care about their own lives more than yours. All right, you might be scared of your high school friends for judging and seeing this new, different YouTube version of you. Let me share with you a quote that I really love. So many people from your past know a version of you that no longer exists anymore. Carry on. So you have 2 options here. The first is you can continue trying to live out their expectations of you, trying to fit yourself like a perfect puzzle piece into their world so that you make sense to them. Or the second choice is you get to rise up and decide whoever the F you want to be today. I chose the latter, and let me just tell you, the grass is so much greener on this side. Like, I'm just so happy. I feel so free, and I'm just exponentially building my own wealth and impact, and I'm just living out my best life. So what are you choosing today? Also, people are gonna judge you, but I also see this as kind of like a friendship test, or not a test, but a way for you to see who is genuinely going to be there to support you, to support your dreams, the people who believe in you, and the people who want the best for you. You will also start seeing those who do not support your dreams, those who don't believe in you, and those who aren't supportive of your growth. Now you know who you want to spend your time and energy with. You will also start attracting and connecting with people who might vibe with you on the same level. And also just ask yourself, at the core, why are you creating your YouTube? If it's just for the fame, ego, and money, then that's not a sustainable purpose. You will burn out and you will feel miserable. At the core, what's driving me is it's a creative outlet for me to just really express myself in all the ways, my energy, wisdom, experiences, personality. And my mission is for women of color to truly express themselves and be themselves online and offline, and build a life and business of freedom, including financial freedom. And that mission starts with me going first, me starting from complete scratch so that I can inspire other people and support and help them through their own journey as well. If your purpose is so big and it matters to you so much, then why are you allowing Sally or Bob from high school to dim yourself and hold yourself back from being yourself and putting yourself out there to help others? I know it's so scary to put yourself out there and start from zero, which is also why I decided to put these sub counts at the end of my description boxes in my YouTube videos, to show people my growth, my journey, and to show you that if I can start from zero and really build my channel up to, now over 10,000 subscribers, then you can most definitely make it on YouTube too. I've just started this journey not even half a year ago. It's only been like 4 months, and let me just say, it's such a rewarding, fun journey, and if you have felt it deep within you to really start YouTube, then it truly is meant for you. Now, my second tip is to proudly back your YouTube content so that when you share it, you're in that kind of energy. When you're proud and you truly back your content, you are going to share it to people in this confident energy. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you guys need to watch my video because it is so good. You're gonna gain so much from it. Versus if you're not proud and you don't back your content, you're gonna be like,
I do have a YouTube video, but you don't have to check it out. If you have some time, sure, like here it is, but if not, that's okay too.
Listen, people's time is precious. They're not gonna click into your video if you don't have that proud backed energy. Like, ladies, what's more attractive to you? A man or a woman coming up to you asking you, hey, I would love to take you out on dinner this week. How does Friday evening sound to you? Versus a boy saying, hey, you wanna hang some time? If you're not free, then that's fine too. Okay, bye. I don't know about you, but the first person sounded way more confident. They sounded so attractive. It's a really sexy energy. They're being vulnerable because they're directly asking you a yes or no question. They could be rejected. The boy is showing insecurity in themselves. They are trying to play it cool because they want to protect themselves and their ego. Being vulnerable is so powerful, and you want to share that energy when you are sharing your content. Trust and believe in the content you are creating and share that energy. I shared on my personal Facebook and Instagram and business Instagram, not just once, but a number of times, because I truly believe in the value of my work, and I know that someone's gonna benefit from my content, even if it's just one person. Now, my third tip is to captivate people's attention through your title and thumbnail. People are going to decide whether or not they wanna watch your video based on your title and thumbnail. You wanna be very intentional with it. Now, I've been using really sexy, a little like clickbaity titles, but I do fully deliver on the value. I see thumbnails as literally a subtitle to the title, which means another opportunity to further captivate your people's attention with words and visuals. Today, there's a huge supply of content out there. More than ever before, there are people creating really similar content to you. It's becoming even more important to stand out, and the way to stand out today is to truly be yourself. My biggest advice is to ask yourself, how can I make this piece of content more uniquely myself? How can I be more uniquely myself and allow that to shine through? How can I personalize my content? So for example, there are many multiple streams of income kind of finance videos out there. How I decided to personalize my title and thumbnail is I decided to use the words multiple six figures, net worth, that's very specific, and by a certain time. So I said by the age of 26. Now that's very specific and it's very personalized to me. That helped me stand out, and it's intrigued people a little bit more. It's also really fun to add in some emotional elements to it to further intrigue people. So for example, I also used what they never tell you. Obviously, only use it if you genuinely believe in it. And that leads me to my fourth point, to add very personalized value. I have genuinely watched so many streams of income finance kind of videos, but I've never heard or seen anyone talk about it the way I see it. Most of the finance videos out there are about saving money, earning money, investing your money, but for me, it's so much more than that. Like, I have a very holistic perspective on wealth, and it encompasses relationships, emotional health, so many things. And when I shared my unique perspective, this video blew up. There's a lot of content on YouTube, and I want you to ask yourself, what's gonna make my content just a little different? Is it your energy, your personality, your unique experiences? Maybe it's the way you break things down so simply so other people can understand, or maybe it's your editing, your filming, your aesthetics, the unique perspective you have. For me, I always knew I could add a unique, different angle based on my own personal experiences. I also explain things differently, and I love my energy. I just let it shine and radiate through the screen. Let's say you want to do lifestyle vlogs and content. Ask yourself, how can I personalize my content? Watch what other lifestyle vloggers and creators are doing, and ask yourself, what would I actually want to see more of from them, and add that into your content. Add more of yourself into your content because it makes you, your content, and your brand so much more unique. The problem I'm seeing today is that even though there's a bunch of content creators, a bunch of content out there, a lot of them are actually so similar, just because a lot of people are just trying to mimic and copy the big successful creators out there, which means they're not really being unique. They're just being a copycat. Honestly, one thing I'm still experimenting with is adding some humor into my content. I used to be, dare I say, quite funny and humorous. Like, I created some really good content, and it's not just me laughing. Like, I've actually had people say they were laughing too. And I don't know what happened. I'm just not as witty anymore. Like, my humor these days is literally just being silly and just saying the silliest things. So there's a really good tip for you. If you have good humor, let that shine through, because it is so hard to get people to laugh. Having good humor is like a skill. You can connect so much more if you can make people laugh. I've also been told by my clients and by some comments that my content and my voice is like ASMR, and cool, I soothe people's anxieties and I put people to sleep. I must somehow just leverage that then. Now, my fifth and final tip is to continue creating, experimenting, and have so much fun. Keep going, even if the numbers like subscribers, likes, engagement don't match up to your desires. To some of you, it may have looked like I achieved overnight success, but it really was not, okay? Let me explain. So my first video right now has over 20,000 views, but initially it actually was stagnant at about 2,000 views, and I only gained like 78 subscribers from it. I could have called quits and just said, Nicole, you're just not it for YouTube. But I kept going, and I do believe that sometimes it is a hit or miss, it's a bit of luck, but the algorithm did pick up on my second video and it went viral. And that also had a trickle-down effect for my first video, which now has over 20,000 views. I just want to say, even if your video doesn't seem to perform in the short term, just know that YouTube will continue promoting your content a year, 2 years from now, and people are going to come scroll back down to watch your content. Keep going and keep building your body of work. The second thing is, before I launched my YouTube channel, I actually had 3 years of experience creating content already. I was on Instagram, and I also experimented with some TikTok. I had experimented with a bunch of different types of content, and I've talked about a range of different topics, so I knew where my credentials were. I knew what kind of content people enjoyed hearing from me, and I knew what I enjoyed creating on. That all made it so much easier when I finally decided to show up on YouTube. If you look at any of the big creators on social media, you can go back to their earliest content, and I guarantee you there is going to be a huge shift in quality. Just remember that your first few pieces of content is going to be your worst. And that is amazing, because that means it is only uphill from now. You can only be going up, and you have so much room for growth and improvement. It is such a disservice for you and your people if you decide to give up in the beginning just because you don't see these spectacular results initially. I'm still experimenting and just having so much fun on YouTube. I highly encourage it because it is just so fun. I love the community over here. I can't wait to share my journey with you, as well as my next video where I'm going to be sharing with you how I'm making money from YouTube. And lastly, if you want to show up on YouTube, but you're lacking the confidence, the accountability, and the guidance, I offer a private one-on-one coaching to help you rebuild your confidence so that you can radiate your own light through YouTube. You can visit my website, nicolecoke.com, for more information. The link is also in the description box below. I'm wishing you all the success and the fun on YouTube. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and I will catch you in the next video.